I don't know why it wasn't pausing for a second. I had to fix that up. But we have the map pick. We're starting best of 3. Map pick of Mercury eSports, Mirage. On top of that as well, it means Glitchtech decided to play on CT side first. Kinky with the sandwich position, playing Crossfire with Prince. Able to get 3 with the Crossfire together, leaving only 2 remaining. Stuck split between a ladder lurk, which might be able to get vision on the side here. Able to find it. But he actually doesn't, gets taken down. With that, Mash is left stuck alone. With a very late lurk, has info of 1 towards the connector, able to get vision at just the last second, making it a 1-on-2, no bomb control, at least a minute to work with. They're split between ramp and CT, and Reyna's being careful not to get too exposed. So he's not the first contact and able to take down Mash from the side. Glitchtech takes away the pistol. Notice any issues, just let me know. But looks like it's going to be a full eco to play for the most part. It's going to play around getting a bomb plant. Prince going aggressive top mid. We'll have to face that deagle directly, but a clean headshot will fix that situation. This is a bit of the burst, but Vision's coming in just in time to get the response trade. Able to spray all 3 down, not in time to save Prince, but enough to get bonus money for the most part, other than the nade taking down 1. And tell me what the issue is, and if it's a technical one. And Sin's just rushing out ramp, able to line them up. Alex and Prince trying to throw utility and getting caught out with the immediate counter smoke thrown out. With that, it's a 5-on-3, and Sevi just keeps on pushing. 1 HP, but Sin's able to trade down Sevi to make Vision stuck with just an MP9 for the moment. Be possible to do a force on the 4th round, but certainly will be a touch awkward. Worth going for, but Mercury with the fast explode play able to catch by surprise and get their first round early on in this first half. Catches, they definitely want to make sure they continue this streak. They want to be able to continue building rounds and not just get their economy desolated during the start. We'll see what they go for, but considering the mixed and weaker situation, they're just going to respect it. Just keep some pistols for this round. Deagle or 2 tossed around. With it just a ZZ, 2 Deagles, and 2 pistols stacked on the wrong bomb site as a default A execute comes in from Mercury. That it'll be a clean taken plant. Likely Glitchtech to try to retake this and just get any damage on these players that they can. Jungle getting assaulted, but not actually getting taken by Mercury until just now. This Glitchtech trying to play slow and patient for the exits, have everyone lining up CT in case someone wide swings. But with the lack of an engagement, depends where Mercury decides to exit. A little information. Prince is ready for someone walking through the Mer hole. And just last second, they're starting to rush through CT. Able to get all 3, but Sin has been taken down at least, so it's 1 rifle taken away on the save. Could be 2 if Sevi doesn't survive this. He's able to barely get away, but CJ dies to the bomb. With that, that's at least 2 rifles taken away before the true buy coming back out. And it's straight into a double op setup early. Round number 5. Chucky Law does have an op for Mercury. But otherwise, not much in it. Looks like the gamble with 3B this round is going to be a correct call. The rush is being read. And Reyna's been able to see the scope as well. Early double nades just in case they're trying to rush it in the exact same way. Chucky's just trying to hold a passive angle for information if someone pushing. Vision denying the underpass rotate. And with Kinky clearing Cat right now, might make him stick to B as these smokes are thrown. And Vision already rotating as well. CJ is able to get onto the site and flank both of these CTs. Not able to take down Kinky though. He's able to find a double, making it a 3-on-2 retake. Bomb not even down just yet. Mash having to stick it just now. Has the default plan at least. There's already a player heading behind as well, and it's Kinky from the Cat dominance, already with 2. Willing to give away his position, but certainly distracting the other players. Vision able to land the flick on Sen, getting 2 himself. Mash able to find 1, trying to play around the first box, but Prince just as solid with the op. Able to land the flick. Both ops will be saved, most importantly. With that, should be able to have a decent enough economy state to keep this play going. That was a really good retake considering it was a double op retake in that situation. Double ops on B can be very difficult to handle, considering all the frags Kinky was able to find early, as well as an early pick with the op. Certainly helps a lot. Chucky's able to get another op out himself, but Mash is stuck with the MAC-10. Good utility all around otherwise. Going just for the straight default mid control this time around. Alex trying to give some information away, and a nade towards Cat will land directly on Chucky, or at least near him, enough to bring him down to 88. These M4s can instantly delete this opper if it lines up the headshot. Doing good job. Late under clear being provided. Just trying to make sure they have all of mid under control and set up for a connector to A. No one playing towards Catwalk this round. And Alex is forced to get out of the nest window and just hold from CT. Ensure no one gets behind them. With this should be cleared the play that's coming in. Alex giving away CT. Sin able to go out through Palace and catch the head of Prince. Making it a 4-on-3 turn 3-on-3 as Alex is able to catch Sevi. 3-on-3 situation. First plant is faked. Shots to try to bait out, but it's a flashbang to coordinate and get mashed without even having to engage the opper. Tough that they have to use smoke utility just to get the bomb down. 30 seconds left. And if Vision peeked with the op, could catch Sen out. Not just yet. As it appears things have slowed down. Just trying to make sure not to give a mistake on this rotate. Able to see through the gap of the smoke. Able to recover and get the second shot to land. And it's Chucky just trying to stay scoped in outside the jungle. Position certainly known now. There is a smoke and even a molly to force him out. But he's blind, so he doesn't even see it and tries to jump out of it. Meaning Kinky can safely get him killed. And Vision with the defuse kit able to ensure the retake goes Glitchtech eSports way to be up 4-2. With that, Reyna has to work with the MP9. But plenty of valid positions on Mirage to play with it effectively. It looks like it's a bunch of Deagles rushing out ramp. Vision's trying to play a retake position, and they have to respect the molly this time around. Only a single smoke on Mash to do anything. Interestingly enough, it's not thrown yet. Just some interesting flash placement. And default plant mollied off. Good flashbang is going to allow Chucky to push into jungle and take down Alex. They can't recover that rifle, though, as Prince is holding from Cat. The molly will force Chucky out of this murder hole for the moment. Prince holding for people to cross out, able to take down Sen. And even though they got full control of the bomb site, they're not able to get a plant down with all these incendiaries giving out more and more harassment. Chucky's able to find a second in the round and pick up the op. But he has to run away from this nade, almost taking him out. Flashbang will full blind him as well. Vision's willing to be confident enough to hold down Connector. Despite the potential of a head peek, Reyna playing safe behind the wood, waiting for him to push out. They know it's not being dealt with here. Swinging to the side, and Vision's able to land the shot. Chucky unprepared for the angle being held. And Vision with a 3K, as well as Prince with the double, to together take down all of these pistols fairly cleanly. Only 2 players lost, able to collect a little bit of money. Fortunately, that loss bonus up to 2,900 for Mercury eSports means the pressure will keep on going despite the lack of a bomb plant. AK's out, op as well. Very low in utility though, but Chucky's still able to find an opening pick on Prince swinging mid. Though they're pretty low on this utility. Alk's trying to hide in the connector and punish anyone rushing through. HE could connect on multiple, and the backs left open of Chucky almost gets taken out by Kinky. Brought down to 51. Sedjay is also brought down to 33 now. Chucky able to land another shot, down 29. Seems he continues to keep finding these openings. Sedjay finally taken out by Alks, and with the flashbang early, Vision peeks out to take down Mash. The deadliest player, Chucky, is still breathing and able to find a third, as well as Sen finding one of his own, and it's Reyna left in a 1v2. Single-handedly do this up. I'm going to go for a safe rotate through CT, trying not to make any noise. It's going to allow Reyna to quietly rotate through jungle. Chucky's considering this direction as of the moment, but hearing him run towards connector will give plenty of info. The molly might be a bit troublesome, but he won't hold around it as it doesn't give any visual cover, meaning Reyna is able to shoot him down for free. No utility available on Reyna, but he should already have decent information this player is here, and it's able to bait out the op shot as well. That looks like he's waiting. Chucky's just trying to hold him off, trying to peek from the off angle here. Able to pre-fire, taking Chucky down. Does have a kit, so should be able to defuse it in time as well. And an impressive clutch from Reyna to recover with a 3K of his own to deny Chucky's round win of 3. But with that in a bomb plant, 3,400 loss bonus can get a pretty dangerous buy going, and even a force if they decide to, which is exactly what's going on here. 1 Galil, 4 AKs with a little bit of utility going on out. We'll have to see. So it looks like it's a single smoke towards jungle, and that's the main thing they're relying off of here to swing out to the site. Alex is blind, but almost brings down Sedjay entirely. Vision will finish the frag and get traded out by Sevi, but Vision's found a second now, and he's going to peek, push the jungle smoke, and get a third. Going for more, got the fourth. Mash will finally take him down, but it is far too late. Skiki's going to jump over and hunt down this last man. Glitchtech up 7-2, dominant on the CT side at the moment. Able to deny and win multiple clutches so far in this first half. Let's see. And 1 or 2 small things, and just a small detail going wrong. Need to adjust soon enough. Is in fact fine for now. It looks like Chucky's just trying to play contact with this Deagle, catch the Opera that's going for jump info. Or actually, it's Alex with the FAMAS. Almost gets taken out from the Palace play. Able to get down to Ninja, but with the Molly, that'll deny any plants. And able to get tons of room off of this lurk play. And Sedjay's able to land a headshot through the vent onto Kinky. And that's an opening to push through. Made into a double for Sedjay. Trying to rotate jungle quickly. Reyna's going to be able to get there in time, but it'll certainly be known. But they line up for a triple. And he even swings out for more. Gets denied as the last 2 remaining players stick together. Last 2 towards CT, but Vision's able to catch one in the side cheekily. Since unprepared and get the boost to rotate to Cat. And Chucky's caught in the side as well. Vision changing his position and being unpredictable all the time to keep getting these picks. With it now 8-2 for Glitchtech, lead building stronger and stronger. But with this bomb plant and max loss bonus, Going to be max utility, max rifles, everything coming out to give Mercury an opportunity. But they have to find it and obtain and win the round off of it. Looks like everything's under control. Trying to stop B-Rush, some basic mid control to start out. And looks like they're setting up to boost vision. I'm not sure if Mercury's been prepared for it. They haven't shown any reason to. But it looks like they were as CJ started shoulder peeking after the possibility. But too wide and will get caught out by vision. And Alex just staying in front of the connector. Chucky will be able to react quick enough to get the shotgun kill onto him. And Sen even willing to just swing out fast on ticket. As the op's able to find room jungle. They could potentially get the bomb here, except for the fact that it's on the other side of the map, so they have to keep this site held. But an interesting angle lineup found for Chucky to find a second. Might be up to vision to try to get through this. But plenty of time for these CTs to rotate, as there hasn't been a bomb plant down. Sevi almost is able to recover that engagement. Vision, unfortunately, missing it slightly, meaning Kinky left in a 1v3. Flash and Molly to keep him away from the CT angle. There's an op scoped in on his position. And even Mash setting up to go behind him now. Nade to try to punish further will only do a touch of damage. But he's getting surrounded from all sides right now. Doesn't seem aware of it yet, but it's going to be running out soon. Chucky will be the first one to be able to react and take him down in time. With that, it's 8-3 in favor of Glitchtech. Mercury finally find their first round, and it'll be enough to damage the econ of Glitchtech. But they'll go for a force to contest and see if they can keep that lead going. It looks like just a similar default sort of coming in. Chucky's aware of the same possibility, but Prince lurking through the unders, able to catch one. Misses 2 shots and won't be able to catch the second. Chucky able to get the trade and respond in time. That 2 of these players stuck towards B. And Vision's going aggressive. Might be able to catch the timing on Sin with a good headshot. Has ramp control. A little pop flash for himself to get to Tetris. He's going to have multiple players pushing towards this position. Sevi to wide swing and take him down. Up to Kinky and Reyna with just a Deagle FAMAS. No defuse kit in a 2v3 if they want to go for this. Okay, to do so. The gap. Chucky's only get the tag early. And we'll be able to see Kinky trying to jump away the FAMAS, and is even going for the chase now. CJ will be able to catch Reyna playing ticket with the Deagle, spray him down. He's just playing an off angle here for information. He might have been seen, but the FAMAS does land the headshot. And Chucky just trying to catch him rotating to catwalk. Seems Kinky's prepared for this possibility, just trying to stay and mark it. And just hide in this position. He will get cleared out by Sedjay soon enough. But the timing's found, so Kinky's able to take him as well. Could even upgrade to an AK without even having to worry about that op. Perfectly holding in the 1v3 after plant to save the weapon. Like, seems everything's fine. Trying to set up for some interesting flashes to drop onto the site, despite it being a full buy. But there's only one person mid, which the 4-player stack off of this one AK from Kinky is able to easily take out. So now there's 2 AKs recovered. They attempt to try to steal this round off of it. Kinky's already been tagged down to 23. Molly lands and damages some of the other players. Considering Alex only has a P250 in the moment, other 2 on USPs. Will be very difficult on a 5-on-4. Sin's trying to wait for a stair peek. Like the idea of making sure that these AKs get saved. Play reasonably safe positions, but the pistol's trying to get some exits. Able to get a long-range dink through the corner. Won't do too much damage. All players should stay alive at the end of this. So everything's fine. Contact with Reyna found, but T player is able to run back away. Everything seems under control. Mercury eSports able to help even up the score line a little, making it 5-8. But next true full buys finally come up for Glitchtech. Could be built into a 9-6 or a 10-5 half off of this round. Looks like some standard default stuff, but not able to get any mid control due to aggressive CT utility. Chucky trying to clear ramp with the op to make sure there's no lurks here. It's actually a similar crossfire to the pistol setup sandwich and under dark for Alex and Prince. Raid from Reyna will not find anyone, but with that smoke he's able to play Pronax. Have another player help him out from Fan to deny the HE harassment. They're going to turn this into an A split as they start creeping through this underpass. That smoke. It seems like they want to go somewhere else, but this is what they're set up for. Angle being changed out, where the possibility of a molly coming out towards the dark position. Opting for default and sandwich instead as the execute starts to come out. Mid underpass players will be late to this. But Prince hiding for that first contact, not getting hard cleared out. Peeking, looking for the op player towards Palace a little too late. But able to flash himself out to take down Chucky. And Reyna deals with the first towards Khan. But gets caught out by Sedjay. Meaning it's a 2v1 as Alex tries to hold this position. There's a gap, but he's able to avoid all the weapons thrown. Tries to flash himself out of the situation. And just bait himself for Reyna to play off of. Sound cues gives it away. Reyna's able to recover it. Get 2 frags of his own. Very close round confirms to close for Glitchtech. Still enough money for Mercury eSports to try to get a 6th. That will be great utility for both these teams. Ugh. And it looks like a B contact play might be getting set up for. But this might already be a bad idea. Sevi's been able to catch Vision pushing underpass. But they already have 2 set up on this B site regardless. No further information. The bomb is set back very passively. So even if they get this B site, they have to hold it off long enough for the retake. Looks like they're trying to play around another pick being found to make it a 5-on-3 and then go for a site. Nothing yet being found, but looks like we managed to pick it up, and they turn this into an A split once again. This time it's only Alex towards the site. Prince is able to rotate in time, playing towards connector. Both will have 2 players to worry about on their own with little assistance. But looks like Prince is able to run through and get the first, even though flashed. Almost finds the second onto Sevi as well. But it is a 4-on-3 barely, with the A site lost. And Molly does burn one out. Alex getting caught out as he shoulder peeks as the smoke blooms. Reyna's trying to hold for the swing. Catches the first. Trying to play around the flashbang. Not able to find anything just yet. Set around the APC. And Chucky holding from Palace. Able to catch Kinky. Swinging from jungle. Meaning Reyna is stuck in a 1v3. Certainly decided sort of has to go for it since the last round, but will be very difficult to get much done, especially with the double stack here towards CT. As time ticks, they'll spray him down together. With that, it'll be a 6-9 half in favor of Glitchtech. Be certainly a very good lead to go into the T side of Mirage. Some solid executes and can end up taking away the enemy's map pick from them. Though we have to wait for the intermission pause. Very good CT half. Able to hold a lot of the rushes in some important clutches. I say 9-6 with the current economy situation is a very dominant play. At least in my opinion. Though looks like what they're setting up for is some mid-control early. Looks like they might be going for the cat smoke. Or connector smoke. The deep one. And with this 4-man stack towards A this time around, they'll be able to take contact vision and see no one else here. But it's going to be a mid-take onto A. Could end up effectively being counter-struck, but they're turning this into around the world, going into connector. They have to break the fence and give away that information. And they're able to catch one CT, meaning there's just one B player isolated. There may be rotates coming in from every side of the map, but they're not here right now, meaning it's a 4-on-3 retake on the B site. And on top of it, there's going to be a late lurk behind CT. So they're aware of Chucky. He's already getting harassed from 2 different angles. Able to turn around and take down Kinky as well as Prince. Meaning it's now a 2v2, but looks like they're aware of the player Cat. Means they're aware it's a 1v2 situation. Able to tap him down, but not eliminate him. Means they have to deal with this market player. Sin will do so instantly. Quick shot, and this bomb's not planted for Aux. But there is no defuse kit then again at the same time, but CJ's actually found it. It's enough for Aux to run to the site, but not enough to stop the defuse and clutch from coming in. But with it, that is a W for Mercury, so they're able to have a good start to their CT side, just like Glitchtech. But this time around, Glitchtech got the bomb plant down, so they can contest with the force, which is exactly what they'll do. I would assume a standard A execute's going to come on in, and it looks like it's going to be a fast one too. Just a quick smoke or two, and just running on in, worrying about jungle, flashing off CT. Forcing Mercury to already play a retake format as the bomb's playing for Catwalk, and Reyna's immediately pushed into CT2 and able to take down the first. Good dink Mash was able to find with the FAMAS, but not enough to take him out, and they're able to hot swap the AK to Vision now. Does have the half armor, so this MP9 can take them both down. We'll find the frag. Alex is finally able to trade it out with this late ramp rotation. Chucky and Sin rotate through connector. Prince smartly getting handed the M4, touch more HP. First of Alex taken down, but now Chucky's treating the position as clear. So they're both able to get sprayed down and just have to run away to save these 2 M4s. Or M4 and scope rifle the AUG in this case. And Kinky between the bomb plant shakes, unable to connect the last kill. Very difficult to do. Even though no weapons survived, the round has been taken away. This will certainly heavily damage the economy of Mercury. Certainly another force to come in now from the CT side. As the chaos continues. This time I'm going to guess B contact's going to go their way. Looks like they're going to slow down and try to default, get information from Mercury before going on to a play. So there could be anything in store for them. Just throwing utility all across the map, doing B harassment to see if they can bait players out. And it's a B fake that's already been sold. So everyone's rotating. There's some starting to go back now, but they already realize it's a second too late. Be up to Reyna to be able to get space onto the first. Mash not connecting that one dig. They line up for him. Only finds one of them as the second, but the AUG's able to rotate in. Vision with a good headshot to get that rifle out of the picture. There's already Mash rotating through jungle to try, or Sedjay rather, to pick up this AUG. But he has to be able to get to it. Stuck with just the Deagle to peek out at the moment. It'll flash his way out, but still not able to claim this AUG until just now. Stuck in a 1v2, no defuse kit. Player on default and top ticket might catch him by surprise. Able to quickly scope in, trying to concentrate the duel towards him. And now they're doing the crossfire between ticket and CT. It's genius for as they swing around here. CJ has no idea Vision's behind him. Playing around the triple box and getting that clutch. Once again, 11-7 for Glitchtech. This is against their opponent's map pick too, only building this more. Should be a force that's effectively turned into maybe a slight half-buy sort of thing. But considering Chucky's the operator and the economy of the rest of the players, P250 or 2 and a single flashbang, nothing else for now. And very early deep B utility. Get Right still exposed, but the underpass player of Sedjay trying to rotate early behind them's caught out. Leaving only Chucky towards the catwalk and Sevi actually on the site. But meanwhile, Sin with the P250 is trying to lurk behind. Slant clean headshot. Able to see the shoulder and somehow find the headshot on Reyna to take him out. But with it, mid-control's been gained with the only player there, Chucky, taken out. Sin's been able to catch one alone isolated steel weapon, but it's a MAC-10 that won't be able to do anything long range from ramp. And Prince already has the murder hole control, so just chasing down Mash. Full W key as he sprays at him. And with it, Prince just panic sprays towards the direction, eventually getting the headshot. Make sure only Reyna goes down with that MAC-10. See, no AUGs able to be afforded, just an M4A1 on Sen, A4s, and an op on Chucky. So the main thing they have to worry about, playing towards mid, with what looks like another fast A exec coming on out. Be important for Mash to find this opening, able to find it, and the transfer for the double. Sen chipping in as well with his own. And it's a 4v2 on this retake that they don't even have to worry about. This bomb has not been planted. And even the nade tagging down Vision and Reyna down slightly further. Vision's able to play inside this jungle smoke to try to find an opening. Catches the shoulder of Sejay. Catches him out in time. Peeks too wide. Chucky's able to find this first frag. And Reyna's stuck towards Sandwich. And he's starting to get rushed down from all the players when he goes back to Tetris. Mercury with 3 alive. Able to deny the fast push out from Glitchtech. Getting their first true full buy win on CT. Still should be plenty of money for another one for Glitchtech. Mercury need to convert 2 in a row here. This one being second to try to break that economy. Be a MAC-10 on Reyna, but considering the B setup coming in, be a very challenging situation to deal with. Throwing some mid utility, it's getting to bait Sen to focus on this rather than A. It's loosening a lot of this pressure with a couple of those grenades and shots made B. It's forcing these B players to use utility and respect all the information being given. Up to AUX to ensure they don't get behind. But it's still a very default setup. Chucky's rotated to the ladder room so he can go quickly to B. But it appears he's dropped back down. Has to land back the jump once again to be prepared. And Sevi's just playing a passive off angle, so the T's could potentially lurk around, depending on how careful they are with their positioning. And the off angle works for one. Sevi able to catch the first, trying to play off his teammate, but flashbangs keeping the other player blind, so Kinky's able to get out, find a first. Swing past the opper, trying to smoke off the doorway and spray down the cat player. Left in the open around pillar. Reyna sticking the bomb plant, 3-on-3 situation. Close, they have information on multiple of these players. Trying to be careful not to peek this op on Chucky. They'll end up doing so accidentally as AUX falls down. And Sin's found another one as well. Meaning Kinky is in a 1v3. Has info on this opper. And able to pre-fire, meaning it's a 1v1 miraculously. Potential ace clutch from Kinky coming out here. Able to dodge the flashbang. Just waiting for Mash to swing on out. Mash is able to land the pre-fire and win with the AK. But no defuse kit. No time. And even though the ace clutch is denied, no time on the bomb. Should be able to get away with that AK, but nothing else. As Glitchtech are now 3 rounds away from stealing the opponent's map pick. That update, Socially Boys are doing 12-10 in the lead on the first map. And to add on to that, is that their map choice or the opponent's? Looks like Vision throwing a deep smoke towards Con, and they're willing to just rush out once again. Mash does have this AK, but that's the only thing giving any presence. As it's Mash with the AK on default, able to get a double and some space to play around with these pistols. But it's been even up onto a 2-on-2. Just Eagles left, and the first one's caught trying to push through smoke, meaning just the 5-7 in CT. So both players willing to push him and go for the engagement, and Sejay is not able to take advantage with it with any headshots. Mash showing how deadly he is at the moment, turning on up with his AK, but will not be strong enough to ace clutch Glitchtech to get their 14th. With that, looks like the very familiar sight of a pretty standard mid-control take being made. Lots of smokes. Not just blocking the nest, but Chucky's able to get a timing shot on Rania, unfortunately. And CJ's able to catch Kinky as the flashbang blinds vision, unfortunately. Chucky Law finds another, as well as Sevi finding one, and this quick B mid split has unfortunately not panned out well due to Chucky's op dominance at the moment. But still, 5 rounds needed just to even the score. And even though it's essentially an eco for Glitchtech that they're likely to invest some money in to make it into a half-buy execute, which is exactly what they're going for, I like to see. Be trying to bait some information. Sure they have a player ramp in case they're hunting that. Making sure to flashbang off connector. With all these players rushing towards him, it's going to cause Mash to try to look this way, but could leave an opening for ramp. So they're aware of the possibility of dark player. Alex is able to take him out. Sedjay will be able to catch a rotation by going through the ladder room, meaning Vision's left in a 1v3. Bomb not planted. Mash is able to swing out to find the last one. Able to retake in time. And with that, a pause comes out. Could be for Mercury, but I bet Glitchtech are using it to take a moment. Game is getting back close. Mirage certainly can be CT-sided, so they need to make sure they figure out how they want to close this out effectively. And handle their economies. They tossed it around at the moment. See, looks like it's finally coming in. It'll be another eco. Going to try to go A execute with 2 players faking. I like this idea of doing a proper full buy strat, but doing it with just the pistols. Certainly be clear that Reyna has just a pistol in play, and they might already be rotating, calling this a fake. Chucky Law heading towards CT. But Prince is able to get behind the M4 player Dark and avoid the first rifle. Mash is able to hold his own, almost getting the quad. Chucky will be the one to recover and save the day. But a round taken away fairly cleanly by Mercury was seconds away from becoming a disaster for them. And a stolen 15th round. So good job by them to respond quickly. But now the AKs are finally out again. Scope rifle and Sevi to play with B. Possibly something to exploit with Chucky being fast on these rotates. Even gambling to play towards B this time around. Looks like it might be the right play. Glitchtech are planning to go top mid and set up for B. With that, mid control's been gained. Repeaks could be found, and Chucky's been able to push aggressively to catch out Prince. Shot wallbang through the little wood. Trying to head towards underpass. And with that, everyone's rotating to A on both sides, except for Sedjay. Having a possible understanding of what's going on. Let's be Reyna to hard clear ramp. Able to get that first contact. Deny the trading player, making it a 3-on-3. Until Chunky Law able to catch one out with the AWP. Possibly a second soon enough. Good Molotov towards Ticket, forcing a smoke to be used, but it will still block vision. And another second molly to keep him away from this angle. Not thrown deep enough. Lands directly at the edge of the smoke, tragically. It looks like they're now going for con control. Just trying to make sure it's held as they stick a plant for Cat. Able to get it down safely enough. And Vision just swings out on Chucky and takes him out. And Kinky's found one as well. And what looked like a very difficult round to win has suddenly become in favor off of Vision's pure madness with the double CT. As well as Kinky denying the con. And with that, that's 15 for Glitchtech and a tactical pause from Mercury. to figure out what to do next. Glitchtech turns out of nowhere a very awkward 3-3 stalemate with Chucky holding CT, or 3-2 rather, into an easy afterplant win off of just a raw wide swing into the opper. What a bloody madman vision. And that's a guaranteed map point. Still have 4 more rounds to work with to close it out. So it's not done just yet. But they are certainly making it look like what the result's going to be is a win for Glitchtech on the opponent's map pick. Have to see. Looks like they're setting up to try to do a fast B. Sevy's trying to go aggressive here. Able to catch them without their weapons out, but he's getting burnt alive a little. So HP trades about evenly. Except for the lineup, meaning 2 players got tagged in Glitchtech with that engagement. And another molly forcing Zevy even further, with further damage, evening up this HP differential between the 2 teams. But Prince could be caught looking the wrong way as he clears this, but the spray's missed by Sin. And with that, a very panic connector smokes a bit off and allows Mash to get a double. Kinky's caught looking the wrong way, and Alk's just lurking in this nest room as there's a smoke here. Trying to make sure to hide and play around. This could be cleared out from the side. It'll be Chucky to find him. Clearing out Nest. And Reyna, yeah, able to see the head and eventually tap him down. Don't believe they know there's a player holding towards jungle. Looking for this push from Nest. Reyna has to be very careful walking through this. Able to get through safely. The other 2 players are trying to go behind and towards B. So they do effectively have this site under their control. But the drop's hurt, and Reyna's able to play off of it and catch an opening. And with that, they have an opening to go towards B as well. So there's going to be a quick flank from CT and Khan. But the site under control. Vision's planting in the open, just doesn't know it. And neither did Mash as he openly shows himself with the utility. Allows Reyna to at least get the trade and even walks out to get the win. Glitchtech up 1-0 versus Mercury. I believe there might be a giveaway going on. Since we have won that first map, I believe it will show in just a second. Roll it. And there we go. So congratulations, Killer Boyd Cake. Boom, bada boom. Everything's working perfectly. Mercury versus Glitchtech, up 1-0 against them. Overpass of Glitchtech's map choice. Mercury chose CT side. Be round 1 now going live. Looks like it's an aggressive flash to peek and try to even push Monster. But they'll miss the timing on all the Glitchtech players being towards water currently. As they push into this will be the first contact. Even flashing over, but it blinds everyone on both sides. Prince will be the one to find the first pick on the engagement and turn it into a double. And even pushing through Monster to get the third. And with it, the rest of the site's been taken over. Last remaining player being Chucky, and Prince wants that fourth. Not able to find it just yet. Though could be risky. Needs to be patient with it and not give Chucky an opportunity back into this. And Kinky's able to get it, or get taken down with Vision to trade. Good to go. Between 2 of them, get those 5 frags for a solid start. With it, Glitchtech up 1-0 on Mercury. Winning both initial pistols on these first 2 maps now. Always a good way to start. But this time, Mercury are trying to play around with the Force. Full Deagle, half armor. Full armor on Zevy even. The scout on the CT side, ironically, the only one to get tagged early down by a nade. Well, as a standard restroom smoke to deny peeks, and the molly to get Chucky away from them. Stop him from tagging a player. Does have one position he can still hold as they jump across. But that's exactly what Alex does before Chucky's ready for it. Just jumping right by him Run and gun flying around with the MAC-10. Chucky's trying to prepare for a second to peek on by. Reyna just runs per normal. Gets tagged through the divider wall at least. Still very healthy on HP. First Eagle of ZJ's been cleared out. They have the info, the scouts here. But Vision far better with it. Able to take Chucky down in the raw duel. Despite peeking into him. Sevi just trying to hold anchor with a cheeky position anchored on the B bomb site itself. See, this Alex just trying to lurk along for info. Able to tag up Mash that now has the scout. With that, able to harass and play off of it. Seeing no one else as they clear the site. And Vision will just W key down Mash. That Vision with another 2K. 2 rounds in a row. Start by him. ZJ and Chucky, the only ones to find any frags in these first two. Very early days still. So all 5 players still alive. See little reason to believe that will change. The slight bit of aggression, just be curious where these force pistols went. As the armor could make it troublesome in the next round. Maybe we can get a delivery thing as a sponsor to send nuggets to people, possibly? That'd be interesting. Just as a random idea from reading it. Looks like the first one has been taken out. Now it's just Sin left alive with his half armor and 5-7. Looks like he'll be able to hold on to it. Good dink, and even able to have the MAC-10 drop to him. But that's going to give little to work with. His team can't reasonably invest. Meaning it's just the utility on Sin and what is essentially a full eco. Rounds handled. Not even any early HEs to try to punish. Looks like they have a restroom stack going on that's quite interesting. All 5 players just holding different angles sitting behind walls. Or even on top of each other. Try to be able to trade off one another. But the molly starts burning them down. Making them have to change their positions from the ideal spots. With it as Fission just runs down long with the scoped in scout. The tag and the molly's able to burn down Mash. One of these USPs is able to find a frag, but it's up to Prince to transfer the 3K. Taking down as Rania takes down one to get a touch of bonus cash before the next round. Stack only able to find one. With it, the full buy comes out. Great levels of utility on both teams. So, it looks like Sin just trying to get some earlier info. Chucky not able to find anything with the random pot shot. And it looks like ZJ is going to try to go for some info here. Flashbang will go too deep to possibly blind him. But it doesn't matter. Rainiel will just jump around the corner, take him down anyways. Chucky aware that long has been lost. Trying to prepare a flashbang. Might have been able to see the back last second for information. More importantly, it's Smash to get first info and contact, but Alex to take him out. Chucky Law is able to find one before getting pushed away into the bank. There is still a gap to play around, and given some sound cues, he wants to go for a blind shot of some kind. Though the pre-spam coming out here to try to prevent the boost. And continuing to do so, very smart move, and stops them from being able to find another pick as the smokes are still up. And it looks like it'll be enough for them to plan to just give up the retake here. So Alex is going aggressive, hunting them down. Takes away that op now. Sevi wants to try to grab it back, but has to go through Alex. Brings him down to 16. Players want to respond and get this back. That 4 reloaded, he has to swap it. They're able to peek out at the same time, but Rania able to get the trade. Situation's getting scary, but they'll be able to peek together. Kinky to find the frag. Glitchtech to safely get a 4-0. Looks like one of the MAC-10s will be upgraded to the M4A4 getting tossed around. And then otherwise there's 2 MAC-10s and an M4A1 also on Glitchtech. They know it's going to be a half-buy of Deagles and armor of some sort. But it is certainly wacky buy with 2 CT rifles. But it's going to good use as Vision's able to find 2. But these Deagles land a boatload of headshots. So Mash is able to find one of them. Looks like he has no info about the solo AK that's been dropped as well. Can he able to get a good enough bomb plant and reset the position? Now, besides the lack of armor, this is very dangerous, especially with a decent set of utility to use. Using on the water position with this bomb plant is unfortunately the wrong move, as he'll get double peeked here as he tries to do anything. Kinky will easily spray him down with the M4A1. See that it's sadly just the A4 left remaining. Not necessarily worth picking up in this situation. That won't matter too much, as it's still a 5-0. A little bit scrappy and some economy damage, but it's barely any considering how dominant this lead has been to start. Still tons of money left on Glitchtech. With that, loads of money. Able to smoke the cross correctly to ensure Chucky can't get any information. He's waiting for someone to push, but can't see anything, and it's a B play this entire time. There's one player left retaking from the site, and one graffiti with the AUG of Sevi. Only one frag found, and it's a 4v3 retake. Likely already called to be a save. If I had to backseat comment anything, I would love to see him just try to hunt down these rifles and keep the pressure on Mercury as they build up this streak. He's certainly hard to do, but enough information might make them aware of this. Chucky Law is holding towards bank, with Vision seeing that fountain's clear. He could give away them actually looking towards his direction with that flashbang. But them both hiding in restrooms makes it far more safe, other than Chucky having to worry about it. Vision will get taken out by Mash. No one else will be truly close enough to try to go for the engagement, so they do survive with those weapons. So everything's rocking good, and attack pause coming in. Looking at other things going in on the side. Still a great amount of utility on both these teams. Looks like things are mostly purchased up except for Sin. Just now grabbing things. And with it, the play can commence. A second full buy with all the saved weapons from the previous. Mercury able to still defend and try to have a chance at their first round at this 6-0 scoreline. Looks like after some utility to scare about water control, it's actually a con play. 2 players in con, and Vision's able to take down Chucky's op. And all of A is completely open right now. They have no information about this, but it's just the 2 players in connector. And if they smoke or hold this off, it'd be an absolute disaster. And it's not even the boosted position to be able to pick off one early. Just to push from the stairs. It's forcing Sin and Sejay to try to gamble rotate towards this A site. Everyone walking as a collective, able to hear the players going towards this direction. But they will have to push through utility. We'll be able to get to site in time. But instead, they'll be trying to play it 4-on-5, turned into a 5-on-3. As Kinky's still lurking behind to hunt down more. Mash should be able to get this trade on him. With it being a difficult situation, Prince already pushed up to react. Taking him out, it's a 4v2. CT weapons left to save, essentially, once again. And Alex is going aggressive for the double to close it off. And Glitchtech are now 7-0. And I don't think it's stopping anytime soon, boys. They're able to get more buys in due to the bomb plant / max loss bonus. But utility isn't exactly the best. One slight benefit of Alex being upgrading the M4A1 to an A4 rather than an AK. But besides that, they have nothing else going for them. Going aggressive and getting water, which will make this difficult for Glitchtech. Though they're setting up flashbangs to go through, but the double stack's able to deny. Prince only able to find one, meaning it's a 4-on-2 in favor of Mercury to be in a position to get their first round. But Vision's been able to lurk out Monster, so they've been able to avoid water entirely. While he leaves one exposed. Vision's still conscious of the possibility and able to land it through the corner. Smoke blooms not soon enough. Sevi's able to take out Rainya, meaning Vision's on a 1v2. Still 40 HP, so could survive a shot or two. Probably just one now with the AK upgrade. And Chucky holding this tight angle towards his position. It looks like Vision's aware and ready for this, but not able to respond in time. Chucky able to close the round and allow Mercury to get their first on the board. But there's so much money for the T side of Glitchtech, it's not going to matter as of now. M4s, one AK stolen, another rifle, and tons of utility. And as they chuck utility towards A to try to force Chucky Law off this angle, wait for information. They're going for water once again. Sin now in the boost position, far more prepared for the engagement, able to take Alex down early. They're playing double close on the left here, and even boosting over for info, but they're both blinded. And these T's Glitchtech able to run through the smoke, but not find any picks. Kinky taken down. Up to Prince now, able to find one with Vision. Sevi still on the site, holding, but Rainya and Vision will take control of it, and Vision will even pre-fire as he runs around the corner, denying this op from getting a shot off with a good headshot, and Mercury are not able to convert a second and forced onto a half buy immediately once again. See what can be done. Sevi's at least able to buy an MP9, slightly better than the Deagles, depending on the situation. But still little to engage with. Trying to peek from party. Said Jay attempts to find a shot with the Deagle. Won't find even a round into any of the opposition. And there's no info where these players are, and they're walking towards long. Certainly have heard the reload of the Deagle, and the flashbang thrown to clear out, said Jay, taking him out. With that, that's an info that was a Deagle player as well. They're gambled rotating towards A, everyone on Mercury, which is the correct call to do here. But I'm not sure how much can be done, as Alex and Prince have already found one each, and even clears the truck, despite the smoke being there, and Kiki able to take down the last rotation from behind. And Glitchtech now up 9-1, showing this beautifully dominant T side that Mercury are failing to find any answers to. First map was a hard-fought fight with aim and important clutches going Glitchtech's way to take it. This time, it's barely the clutches and just a pummeling and raw aim duels. It's not the scoreline you want to see. Been seeing tons of insane comebacks. Things are far from over for sure. But at the same time, something has to be done, and an aggressive double stack towards Monster, hiding behind the smoke's the plan. Decide to re-smoke it, playing tightly knit behind it. And they're trying to set up for the 5-man boost on Glitchtech, not working. But Mercury, besides the one long player going aggressive on said Jay, have been doing very little. And they're backing off Monster now. Chucky's now aware that this might have been what they're doing, but not this late, as they're now going into the B site. Kinky taking down the first, mauling out the second from barrels. Sen taken out by Reyna, making it already a 5-on-3. Smart attempt to try to boost Chucky Law up, and able to take down the bomb carrier. But Chucky at least getting mollied out of the position, and tons of harassment utilities, the bomb stuck. And it's still a 4-on-3 situation, and a molly towards the CT position as well as an HE. Two of these players towards water. Nade will harass one of the players a little, but Kinky still has such a strong position here, able to play on the side of Kinky. So they take them out with Reyna and Vision even chipping in as well. All of them mowed down Mercury eSports together to be 10-1 now on the T side. Absolute destruction. And quite literally a decimation as well with the 10 rounds. With it, they're stacking some pistol. They at least have one pistol trying to rush towards Sort. But site's already been given up. Alex just quickly one-taps the first while running through the site. And Reyna will catch the second. Almost gets the third. CJ's very fast on the trigger. Will get the trade. And Vision no-scope Sen as the smoke's fading. Leaving just Mass and Sedjay with little left to do in what's soon to be an 11-1 scoreline. Things are not slowing down for Glitchtech. Mercury not calling any pauses either. Just letting Glitchtech run through them non-stop. This is not the play you want to go for. But the most kills being 8 on Sevi on the CT side. Which Kinky and Rania are only one frag behind each. There's just little performance on the CT scoreline. It's not even necessarily the tactics or the plans used by Mercury at the moment. Glitchtech are just out aiming them. Complete destruction. Glitchtech are now activated in their home grounds and cannot be moved. With it, there is one lurk in the connector, but he gets cleared out. Rania with the beautiful Krieg, even going for the repeat to get the trade, has to repick up that bomb. It's up to Kinky to try to worry about Khan and Long, but able to switch between the two and even behind him as he positions. Might get the wrong timing, though, and gets caught out by Sen. But it's still a 2v3 on this retake that Mercury would be better off saving, but at the same time are down by 10 rounds, soon to be 11 if they don't get this retake. They have to do something here. Chucky just trying to carefully shoulder peek and harass. And able to play off of it. Alex will get the trade to respond. And Chucky's tagged down to 20 as he's desperately trying to run away and keep this stolen up. I believe it was stolen. And from Glitchtech run away, and it's certainly at Mercury's direction. They want to find Chucky if they can. Them staring down the ladder, and he misses the shot, and Alex is able to get it just last second. They're not able to pick it back up, but it's taken away from Chucky, which means they just have to grab whatever they can here. No op, an MP9, a FAMAS on 1, FAMAS on 2, low amounts of utility, and Glitchtech in a position to go 13-1 if they can't magically make this convert somehow. Like, I need to convert some more time to breathing. Though what won't have time to breathe is Mercury eSports as they're getting plowed down once again. Sedjay's able to catch a double on some of the lower HP players, but it's chaos all across the map. As even though there's this hole in A, which Sevi will be able to plug up, taking down Alex, the other two players are heading towards B and have an open bomb site. There is one of Sin towards the water, but this will be a 2v3 after plant in favor of Glitchtech. It's an opportunity for Mercury to get a second, but it immediately gets dimmer with the first clean headshot. Krieg already crushing hopes and dreams, and Kink is ready to make them sink even lower as Rania finishes Sevi with the spray and even peeks out on Sedjay. Amazing 3K with the best weapon in the game, subjectively. Doing a fantastic job. AKs on the rest of the player. Vision bringing out an op for the hell of it. Surprised no auto snipers, to be honest, though. Honestly, I'm glad for it. Don't want to risk. And yes, correct, Max CSGO. Mercury do have eSports spelled incorrectly. Annoyingly enough. But Alex able to just push through the water, take down Sevi early, and they're just running into this B site. The utility isn't even out yet past the flashbang, and Alex is still running in, getting another entry. They're trying to rotate through water, able to get the bomb carrier. So it is an awkward situation as Chucky is up monster here as well. But trying to shoot the MP9 through the fence is difficult. Able to wide swing past it to finish the frag. Last two CTs do have control of the bomb stuck in that water canal. I'll have to see, is Sejay's able to get the first and a double. Mercury eSports able to get at least one round before the halftime swap. Glitchtech only needing 3 more rounds to 2-0 Mercury. And I'm not sure what else can be done here. We'll have to find out. But if they want to do anything, it's going to have to start with a pistol. They did get the second pistol last time. Going to give them a chance to get it in this one as well. But it's going to be a very important one as they're playing down 2-13. Interestingly, 2 players with utility means some of these are going to be squishy if Glitchtech are completely point blank on the aim. Even if they miss the headshots, might be able to body these 2 down. And looks like they stack A as it's a B rush from Mercury. Which should be fine enough. Prince has a smoke and defuse kit for the retake. We'll have to see. Looks like Sevi's going to be trying to take the first contact from Monster. And they're able to crossfire these players from all over the place, meaning Prince is the last one left. And Mercury eSports able to get a third from Glitchtech running into their blender, failing to connect the early shots. If we come up with the catchphrase, it probably needs to be really stupid and American, probably, to make it fit. Then again, probably need to make it British for the disguise. What I truly am. And a good double nade from Glitchtech will be able to harass some damage. Gets mashed down to 45. But Chucky able to find a double, make it a triple, leaving Rania the last, taken down by Mash as well. Anti-eco safely converted. Mercury with a fourth. Say Vision is main opper, unless I'm crazy. Prince does opping as well, sometimes second, sometimes main. Feel free to correct me on that. Depending on how that social game's going, I kind of want to raid their commentary booth as well. Have some fun with that. Chucky's able to deny the first push from Rania. Bomb is going towards A. Vision's been able to creep around. So Chucky's surely able to be prepared for this, taking him down, leaving Prince in a 1v5. And with these ecos, Mercury able to get up to 5 now. But Vision has so much money, going to use it to safely pick up that op. Helping ensure that my memory is in fact correct. I would hope so. I feel like I've watched Team enough. I should understand at least something about what they're doing. You would hope. What I think I'm going to see is a 5-man stack B with water control, and with all these nades, and they're going fast A, they're going to have to do a 5-on-5 retake of the A bomb site. Certainly far from impossible, but an awkward situation to be in, especially with all of them going CT as well. Already 2 deep positions inside bank and on truck taken. Honestly, looks like they're just going to go for the save on Monster. Don't need to take the risk and throw away all their weapons, especially with no economy. Can just build it up further with the loss bonus, just in case the one they go for does fail, and then keep up the pressure. Looks like we have a unicorn round. Though there is 3 players from Mercury that seem very thirsty for some frags. And after not finding anything, pushing through Monster, they'll be able to find those first contacts soon enough. And Rainia's able to find one. Chucky team kills his teammate, and Alex gets Chucky meanwhile, and Sin dies to the bomb. That's 4 rifles gone from doing absolutely nothing. That's a disaster despite Mercury eSports getting what should have been a free round. So now another 3,400's been garnered, and what should have been a round to collect money for Mercury has been 4 players completely destroyed, which will help keep their economy further down low, even though they're on a heavy streak at the moment, winning. And even though they keep gamble stacking B, it's just another A rush for Mercury. Looks like the CT side isn't going so well with the gambles. Alex trying to do some early pressure onto this bomb site. And like they're trying to go for the retake this time. Alex reading Sedjay's position, potentially behind the fence, spraying him down. Meaning this 5v4 retake becomes a lot better now already. The only issue is still a decent bit of utility on these T players. But it's only a 5-on-3 as Mash is way out of position to help with this retake early. Alex has to try to throw a smoke of his own to help out. And Alex willing to run through the flash, finds the first, Vision finding his own, and even the third taken out, meaning it's just Mash trying to hold them back. And it's Alex with the 4K to retake the site, and I think he'll barely have enough time for the clutch. Getting the 14th for Glitchtech in a very close fashion. Certainly butt-clutching moment, if I had to say anything about that. Does not look like the pace is slowing down. The gamble has not worked out twice now, unfortunately, but other than that, it's been disgusting, for lack of a better word. Looks like they're going fast out Monster again. Difference is there's 2 players con this time on Glitchtech. Seems Mercury eSports doesn't know how to do anything else other than this A short rush. Willing to go this way considering they've been given the site so often. Though I don't think they're going to be ready for 2 players behind them this time around. As the offer's been taken out, Prince isn't able to find a second as he's instantly traded. But that's a 3v3 with the bomb delayed, pulled away. And Vision even running behind that molly. But Sevi's holding behind, even with the molly there. So unfortunately, it is a 2v3. Meaning Kinky is left in a 1v3, likely to just save. Most of his teammates have money, but needs to drop at least a weapon, I believe, to help on out. And thanks alone to Sevi, just making sure to hold that connector angle. That's the only reason this doesn't become a 3v2 in favor of Glitchtech's favor for them to go for this retake. So good move by him to respect the molly and the potential for someone to run through despite the damage. Mercury is starting to make it look at least a little bit better on this T side now, able to get a 7th. But you have to wonder when they stop rushing A. Or if Glitchtech just ends up stacking it as they do it once again. I certainly agree with the idea of if it works, but you've done the exact same thing 4 times in a row now. There's something different going on. 1 player towards Monster. To at least show some presence elsewhere. Though it seems like they're planning to do a similar sort of thing. But with the utility thrown from Glitchtech should make them play a little bit more of a default. Looks like they're not slowing down, but going for long control now. Despite Glitchtech getting around, they feel confident that the velocity, just the momentum is in their favor right now. As they go up and take long. But there's double setup with Vision on this op inside restrooms with Prince to trade. Chucky could catch one trying to peek info from the bank. But Rainia's trying to play safe from the default position. Molly will force Vision into the molly. And we'll get info to get him, but Prince will get the trade, almost the double. But it's Glitchtech man down. Rainia positioned aggressively. We'll catch one by surprise. And Rainia even going more aggressive, going deep into the restrooms, caught looking the wrong way. Mash able to take him out. Last 2 CTs having to rotate. believe their money will be somewhat reset after this, so willing to go into the site. And it's an awkward flash engagement. Mash barely able to win it out. Chunky will take down the last remaining player, Kinky, and Mercury now have an 8th. Starting to make this start to look like a possible comeback. Though they certainly do need more rounds. Be a half buy coming in. CZ, a couple Deagles, and an MP9 to boot. And with it, it's a B stack at just the right time. Vision already to find a first early. And it's enough to scare them away and make it a 5v4. It's only a MAC-10 that's been lost. But that's still a player eliminated. If you guys don't have a commentator for it, Kurum, I'm willing to help you guys out as well. I'd happy to do so. Help more teams get their game spotlighted. Assuming there isn't something for Glitchtech, of course. Looks like Alex is trying to get A info for this contact. 2 here with Rania as well. And they both have these Desert Eagles. They line up the shots correctly. Can just stop this execute and play towards A in its tracks. And it's now turned into 4. They're reading towards the right bomb site. This could be a disaster for Mercury. Walking into the match in series point. Sevi's trying to hold behind, but the only thing behind is Vision with the stolen MAC-10 holding behind just in case. Sej is able to take down the first, but Prince is already playing close on the side. Sidewind Sin pushing through, taking down the operative Chucky. Won't be able to take Sevi down, but he only has 3 HP. No idea where the last player is. And either of the weapons Vision has equipped can easily one-shot him. And the time pressure is even heavier, only 10 seconds. Has to stick a bomb plant soon. Able to plant safely. I don't know if he has any information of where Vision is. I think he does now, hearing the sound cues. Trying to wrap around the smoke. Vision's being patient to not get caught out. And able to get the clutch. 15 for Glitchtech. It's a robot. It doesn't have romantic feelings. Nice try, Brad. No way to cause a spark in its electric circuit. The only glitch is the glitch in our system. Be able to destroy teams. Mercury with a decent comeback. Able to get 6 rounds. Believe in 3-round streaks on this T side. But it looks like it's starting to come to an end. Might be able to even up the scoreline even more. But it might just be too late. May show they have some potential, but they have to do something with it. All the running players heard, but they already know about Prince's position. So able to isolate him. Chucky's afraid of another one through the smoke. And clearing all these angles due to the aggression means Glitchtech's able to rotate 3 towards that A bomb site. Looks like they're resetting it and making it just 2. Kinky rotating back towards B. And with it, they're immediately resetting their plan. Trying to throw a very deep A smoke to try to block some information. But Vision's taking an amazing risk clearing out restrooms. With him not seeing anything, certainly caused Rania to make this a 3-on-5 hold. Giving a chance on this B site. With that information obtained, Vision can just hold here, just in case they go the other way. But it looks like the smoke fade double stack on Monster does not pan out for Sevi and Mash. Or pans out for them, rather. Meaning Rania's the only one alone on the site. Vision left to save an op. And a very good 5-man take of the B-bomb site, keeping everyone alive. And even the hunt already goes on. Vision with the first. The round may already be decided, but now it's a fight for this AWP. He can afford it regardless, but that's not the problem here. So get it, misses the shot. Will even re-peek it for another. Just tries to deal with him with the pistol. Gets denied, and Chucky takes that off for his own use. Looks like it's not GG yet. A 5v3, a 3v5 rather, in this perspective, to hold B on CT is very difficult. Especially when you have two playing aggressive monster. When you're playing that close to the smoke, I'm pretty sure it always works out for the T's first. We got confirmed socially Zen 2. Hell yeah, good job socially. Good job to those lads. I remember seeing them a lot during Phoenix, so awesome to see them succeeding elsewhere. Boys, Sin's trying to find some contact on B. As this half-buy is going on. Just a bunch of deagles. Prince already tagged down to half with his scouts, a bit troublesome. Otherwise, decent control. Looks like they're playing slow for this A take, while Sin's holding down Monster. And he's even going aggressive. If they peek into him, could find themselves a free AK. But Prince is taken out, and with that, early flash being thrown. You need to see where this bomb is going. Able to catch one out. With that, they're leaning towards B now. Some aggression being caught out. Vision's able to take one, tag him down. Kinky almost able to get the trade, able to recover to take it. Said Jay trading him in time, meaning Vision's left alone with just the Deagle and the Scout against 4. Though we'll have to see. Sin's holding, looking for the smoke. Timing works out for Vision. He misses the second shot, but does have a little bit of room to work with, as well as an AK. Has no kit, which is the main problem here. But has information about the rotating players, but they trade together. Chucky to take him down. Transfer denied. They probably take a lot of teams out of main as well to rotate through them. Like, it's probably a lot of teams that get into main, but a lot that get taken out in a very aggressive shuffle, I would imagine. It's only when it gets to, like, the top ranks they want to slow it down. And make sure it's kept very stable. Especially when it takes so long to get there as well. It was that easy to Google it? That surprised me by how hard it is to actually figure out what the hell is going on through the ESEA website itself. Chucky's trying to find this first pick, unaware of this aggressive A play, but the issue is they're playing retake B, and that's where they're going. B rush out through Monster. Alk's the only player here. Stuck towards Graffiti. Will at least reset back. And water being held by Rania, just in case. And he'll be able to dink and take one down early into this 5v4 retake. The score is getting close. Aggressive Molly will keep people back from this retake. Chucky's worried about Monster. Said Jay's able to catch Alex, denying their early pre-fire, and have CT under their control. At least under it. And with how awkward the situation is, they don't know how to clear this out, and they only need one more round, so just gonna save these rifles and give it to them. I like all these aggressive, risky plays Glitchtech are going for and willing to just let Mercury get some rounds. It's getting scary now, as there's only 4 rounds apart, but they only need to get one more, and they need to just make sure they get it confidently. Don't need to necessarily take risks having people just split on each bomb site and pray they get the frags. Though it's scary, and every single slip up the team will take. And maybe some mistakes on Glitchtech's side. A lot of it is deliberate choice. A very passive setup, but a good one nonetheless. And especially considering these players trying to get contact long early. It's extremely good. Chucky able to survive with 5 HP. And the boost is able to work out. Said Jay to take Kinky down. But then they know about these 3 players towards here. And I'm not sure if they know about Prince being set up very close towards this fountain wall. That's going to be troublesome, especially with the op still holding a vision. But Chucky's able to have Prince in the scope, so things start becoming more troublesome now. He's trying to hold for the peak and gets the double. Able to get revenge on the tag shot from Vision, meaning it's a 2-on-4 now. Players are heavily tagged up. Looks like they're deciding to head towards B. Still a minute left. Aux doesn't have any utility. Sevy's trying to look for information. Ranya's just trying to look around the restrooms. Try to understand where these players are going. Not seeing anything. Should soon enough confirm that's B play. So it's up to Aux alone to try to hold this. 30 seconds left. So time's starting to run low. Able to dodge the flashbang too and takes the second player instead. The one in the front is blind. Running through the molly to give a sound cue that he pushes here. And Aux has been given every ounce of information he needs to try to clutch this. Takes one down, but the pre-fire is coming out. Sevy able to jump around, but immediate mollies towards each of them, and a nade towards this position, and the molly doesn't connect on Rania, so he's able to run and push through and tag one down, meaning it's a 1v1 against Chunky. And Chunky's able to spam him down, dodging the bullets of Rania, not able to get the transfer. Mercury eSports barely hold on. Now things start becoming sketchy. Mercury easily have money for the rest of this half and can realistically get the comeback here. Then was one hit, but unfortunately took fast action, abused the running accuracy of the Tech 9 and used it in the perfect situation. Doesn't matter. All that matters is that one round's gotten. It doesn't matter when. It just needs to be obtained. It can be on round 30 or round 15. Doesn't matter. Round 16, rather. 16-0, 16-14. Doesn't matter. What matters is you get to 16 and don't break an even scoreline. Why I like all of the risk being taken. Double nades, leaving Sej low early into the round. Chucky's holding for an aggressive long push. And that off shot being fired will give some information away. There's at least an op on the A side of the map. Looks like they want to head towards this way with all this utility being used on B. Try to spam some shots in response. But Chucky just pushing out. Looking at party. Trying to hold for an aggressive peek. From an opper to punish. Looks like Kinky's been struggling on the CT half, looking at the score. We're not only tied for bottom frag because of how destroyed Sin was on the first. Still struggling to catch up a little. Prince now trying to handle some op duties. Doing it as a specialty towards long. There's technically a hole in the short defense, but they do have 3 players on B here, which is exactly what they're prepared for. Counter utility immediately thrown out. Rania and Kinky find 2. It starts changing as it's Vision and Prince left in the 1v3. Possibility for this depending on the timing. Opper is holding towards Vision, which is the most dangerous thing. Right timing's found, so he's able to see the back of him, and Prince lands a nade onto Sin. And Chucky's position's known. All Prince has to do is hold for him. The other player's deep towards water, and Chucky's low. Can just USP him, or even pre-fire the angle just like that. And willing to stick this defuse. Certainly CJ clears it out, but he's not! And the clutch has been done, and Glitchtech get away off of a 1v1 god defuse. Pros never fake. Easy peasy. Certainly made people sweat, but 2-1. 2-0. Gotta be frustrated after that, I could imagine. Well, ready to go for the first. Roll it. Make this the MAC 10. All one. Congratulations. We're gonna do the AK-47 Neon Rider. Roll it. Congrats, Rogi. Uruguay? Like Uruguay? So, until next time, farewell.